Oklahoma City, land of the Thunder, in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. A treat to watch as always. Kevin Durant looking for a big game.
I think what I like about Durant, guys, is his ability to create his own shot. He's got those long arms. He's about 6'10". He can create space off the dribble, and then he shoots that ball with a high release. So there's literally nothing you can do. Just try to challenge the shot and hope he misses.
Well, he'll give you a 30-piece bucket, a 40-piece bucket, and at the end of the game, he's giving you a clutch bucket. That's what KD is. He is a scorer, personified. There's nothing he can't do to put the ball in the basket.
And just a single game trip away from Los Angeles for the Lakers. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
With a tough stretch of games in front of them, it's going to be a real challenge.
Well, they put themselves in a position where it was never going to be easy. And now they're in an even tougher spot, having to face such stiff competition.
Here's Beverly. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Durant.
Here's Dimes, defended by Ellington. Randolph passes to Dimes. Backs him down. Back to Randolph. Kicks it out to Jones. Westbrook, 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And the shot's good from Dimes.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Gasol. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. Kept alive. Tries again. Booker. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's Dimes. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Cloak loose. He kicks it to Westbrook. Feeds it to Randolph. Off the screen. Rebounded by Booker.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Ellington dishes to Beverly. Outside Jackson. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Ellington. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
And Beverly kicks to Jackson. Right side Jackson. Gasol's in the post. He's against Randolph. And they take the lead. Now Westbrook. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Dimes. Defended by Ellington. Dimes, the pass to Randolph. The Thunder shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Dallas.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Here's Dimes after the made shot from Moscow. Dimes, the pass to Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ellington dishes to Beverly. Passes it to Ellington. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, and it seemed like the difference in that game, guys, was the defensive effort. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that allowed them to get out and get some easy looks in transition.
Nice shot by Randolph.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Pass to Logan. There's the dish to Joseph. Kicks to Beverly. Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound. Mozgov's shot is off.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
Kevin, he said basically rebounding is as much about energy and effort, and getting to the offensive glass is exactly what he hopes to see. They've already proven to be a great offensive rebounding team, and he'd like to see that reputation grow just a little bit more today, gentlemen.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen so many games, big games, won and lost on the backboard. You have to rebound both boards.
So it's the Thunder now, after the basket by Los Angeles. And Westbrook gets it to go. Well, let's go back to what Steve just said. Such a strong defensive performance they turned in last time.
Well, you know what was remarkable about it, Kevin, was how many turnovers there were. I mean, it wasn't all about defense. There was some sloppy ball handling taking place on the other side, too.
Here is Ellington, following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Times, and he takes that one up and powers it through. Look at Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
That reminds me of a song.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
At the end of...
This Wednesday, March 9th, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up.
Here's Dimes. He's got 5. Defended by Cole. Dimes, the pass to Wallace. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Dimes, he's in at the point. Green out there with Wallace. And it's Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The feed to Cole. 6 to shoot. He passes to Strickland. He dishes it to Cole. On deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. And here you look at Dimes, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
His shooting has really been off the charts, guys, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. And those aren't all layups he's hitting.
He is pure, guys. There's no doubt about that. One of the sweetest strokes in the NBA today, if not the sweetest, with the ability to generate his own shot, too.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run-out seed. That's perfection to me.
Defended by Cole. Here's Dimes. And the layup is good. Dimes got 7 points.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Dishes to Ellington. Swiped it away. Here's Dimes, defended by Strickland. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, and he's a bomber, and that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see, and of course has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And I've also got to say, Steve, that I really like how he's able to adapt defensively to really whatever the situation is. There are a number of ways he can come at you at that end of the floor.
Here's Beverly, averaging 8 points a game. And Booker kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now. But he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Here's Dimes, defended by Ellington. Here's Dimes, takes the 12-footer and hits. Dimes got 9.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Now let's go.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Dimes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Patrick Beverly out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Trevor Booker. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Jackson at the small forward position. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Dimes in their last game against the Mavericks got the job done. He ended with 22 points and rounded out a solid overall game, playing lockdown defense and finding open teammates. This game is just the latest performance in what has been a hot streak for him. Will he bring the fire tonight, guys?
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
And that one's good. Beverly
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
looking at Los Angeles. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Suns.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shots. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Here is Ellington. He's covered by Westbrook. Beverly dishes to Jackson. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
A moment now to take a look at some of the stats for Kevin Durant. Second in free throw percentage, 8th in three-point shooting. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
And as you said it, Steve, I mean, his free throw percentage is virtually unmatched. He's a guy who just doesn't take free throws lightly and makes a high percentage of them. Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
A pull-up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Dimes, guarded by Jackson. Outside for Durant. Here's Randolph. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randolph's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Ellington the best to decide. Lakers working the ball around now. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Harris kicks to Adams. Working on Gasol. The shot's good from Adams. Adams has got his first 2 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And Cole kicks to Farmer. Off target from outside.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Ellington. They set the pick. Here's Dimes. Back to Green. And there's another one for the Thunder.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Outside Gasol. Lets the three fly. And the Lakers with another miss.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Anthony Randolph, he's checked in for Adams. .146 left here in the third quarter. Now the pass to Ellington. He feeds it to Farmer. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gasol. Defended by Durant. Shoots a fader. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. They set the pick. Passes it to Dimes. Back to Harris. Pass to Dimes. He kicks it to Randolph. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Here's Farmar, guarded by Harris. They need this. The Thunder pull it in. Durant's got his third rebound on the night. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That sets off a 5-game tour for them.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for San Antonio.
Here's Dimes, defended by Cole. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And the Lakers making a change here. So he can't get either to fall.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Farmar kicks to Jackson. Feeds to Gasol. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Now the dish to Farmar. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Now, their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we're really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
Dimes in at shooting guard. Randolph is out there with Perry Jones. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Nichols in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Both good from the line that time. Lakers trail by 18. Here's Beverly. He passes it to Strickland. Stolen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Westbrook.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Beverly dishes to Jackson. Defended by Nichols. Knocks it loose. And Beverly kicks to Jackson. And there's the feed to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And the pass to Nichols. And a miss there on the triple. So it's the Lakers now. It's an 18-point game. Jackson with it. Now defended by Nichols. Here's Beverly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
There's a screen. Inside. And it's Jones finishing it off. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Well, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ellington's checked in. just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And Beverly gets to Gasol. From 12 feet out. Count that one.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Here's Dimes. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Dimes. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Ellington. Thunder with the rebound. Randolph's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks to Ellington. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And that one falls for Ellington. Jordan Farmar, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ellington hits them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
The Thunder leading by 16. Here's Dimes. Let's go. Bank shot, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Ellington. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Ellington, the pass to Farmar. Booker, defended by Jones. Farmar kicks to Ellington. No good on the triple.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Back to Jackson. Dishes it to Farmar. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Booker. Trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by Durant. The Thunder leading by 11. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. Westbrook passes to Dimes, defended by Farmar. Here's Dimes. It's rebounded by Farmar.
Hey, I like creativity in the circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
They're looking significantly better now, but still a long way to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least the effort's there now. They've been sorely lacking early.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, hey, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Pass to Booker. Jackson with it. Jones covering. Farmar kicks to Ellington. Good. And Farmar gets the assist.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
The Thunder have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Randolph's shot is good.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Farmar kicks to Jackson. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Dimes, defended by Ellington. Here's Dimes. The shot misses. Good D by Gasol. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-6 run. They get it back.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
And off a screen. Dimes the pass to Westbrook. Dimes. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Dimes.